Hello everyone, AI just never sleeps. And again, we have another new AI video model that's supported on the first day launch open source in ComfyUI, fully supported natively in ComfyUI. You are able to use the custom nodes or the ComfyUI default nodes to run this AI video model. Now this is called the LTX video. Sounds familiar? If you're my longtime subscriber, you will notice or remember that I did a review of the LTX Studio video generator back then, 7 months ago. And that review, well, the AI models back then still used UNet architecture, which is not a DIT transformer architecture where we have seen a lot of morphing and lots of static view of image to video styles, or very short scenes of 1 or 2 seconds. We saw a lot of characters in close-up shots, and even when the camera was doing camera panning, lots of stable video diffusion styles. I had given pretty bad review at that time using the LTX Studio because, to be honest, the concept was nice to have but not good to have for making AI movies. Using one short text prompt and try to automate the whole process. For people who do AI movie or documentary videos, you understand. So right now, we will give it a shot again with the new AI video models. Right now, the LTX video models are open source. We are able to use them, of course, as just mentioned in ComfyUI, the open source downloaded weights of the models, and we can run this. So in this video, we're going to see some of the generated results testing with the LTX video, how that looks like. And in the meanwhile, I'm showing here some of the videos that I generated with this AI model over the last 2 days, playing around with it, and we have a model that I can say is pretty high performance. I'm shocked that this diffusion transformer model is able to run on a local consumer PC. For me, I'm using NVIDIA 4090, but I assume that a lot of average graphics cards are able to run this model pretty well and smooth. So in the announcement on X.com from Lightrix, their company, which announced that this AI model is able to generate 5 seconds of 24 FPS resolution and frames per second on NVIDIA 4090, and it is very friendly to run this. And I have seen one of the messages from them that they are running this model very smoothly using 4 seconds to generate with NVIDIA H100. So imagine you have an H100 and you just need 4 seconds only to generate AI videos that have this quality. And sometimes if you have higher speed or higher configurations of GPU, you will even have a better generated output compared with the lower end GPU. Even the lower end GPUs are able to, make some results. But making some results doesn't mean it's a good quality result sometimes. So we have to bear that in mind. And here, as you can see, there are some text prompts allowing you to test around with. They have maybe trained some good results with some specific video scenes. I see a lot of styles like that, and I have tested with this result where a witch is cooking some magic soup. And using different seed numbers, I'm able to generate different styles of that. And as you can see right here, my output seconds is not 5 seconds, it's 8 seconds. So there are some tricks that I did to extend the videos. And as you guys have seen in my previous videos using Cloud Video Extend, that is the same concept I applied using for the LTX video model. And this is one of the video scenes that I posted on X and got a lot of attention from the team. So hopefully during this video, we can generate something like that using some text prompts with their text prompt showing in here and see how that will look. So right here, you see some text prompts that you can play around with. So go to the GitHub project page. As you can see, the LTX video has the links in here for the website, the model download weights, and some demos here. And also there are some text prompts that you can test around with. Like for example, and this prompt, a woman walking away from the white Jeep parked on the city street at night. This one was generated with the one that I have in this result. And actually, this is the actual result that I generated. I even extended that to 10 seconds, the woman walking to the front door, like some movement here looking like picking up the key and opening the door. And this kind of movie scene is able to be created as well. And also some landscape views like a camera panning over a snow-covered mountain, and we will try some text prompts in here. So first of all, how do you use this AI video model? First, we are going to check out the ComfyUI page right here. As you can see, the highlight of LTX video in ComfyUI is its real-time generated speed. So that means this AI model is very lightweight even though it is in a diffusion transformer architecture. But still, because it is a 2 billion parameter size model, it is able to run very fast on a consumer PC as well. And I have tested my generation time. It is about within 20 seconds to generate a few seconds video. So therefore, this is a very consumer PC-friendly AI model using diffusion transformer architecture. And also, the good thing is that these AI models are trained for 24 frames per second, which is the standard for making movies and high-quality videos. From their highlight key point here, I would doubt this. We have to be cherry-picking sometimes for the AI video scenes, even for other very good AI models. So yes, it is natively supported in ComfyUI. So that means you don't have to download any custom nodes from GitHub project or any external source. You simply just use this workflow for image to videos. And that is simple by updating your ComfyUI to the latest version. Now, last time I talked about the Flux tools, then the Redux, a lot of people asked some nonsense questions like why the tensors getting error and etc. Well, because you have not updated to the Comfy, saw a new video about Flux, hyped up and rushing to try it. What I called a zombie brain turn on. So remember to do this step before you fire any questions about nonsense issues of whatever index or tensor errors. Those issues are all related to the version of your ComfyUI problems. So follow these steps. Update your ComfyUI, download the models, put that into the models checkpoint folder, and then use the t5.xxl clip models. Here is the FP16. Put that in the models clip folder, and then after all, you can grab the examples from this link and this page I will provide in the link description below. If you cannot find the official ComfyUI site, then you have the links underneath this description. Currently, this AI model in ComfyUI is supporting two modes. One is text to videos, and one is image to videos, which is very common for a lot of AI video models nowadays. And the other method is downloading the LTX videos, custom nodes officially launched by the LTX team themselves. But then I don't think I would cover this method because the ComfyUI updated latest versions already have the native nodes that are running for these AI models, just like Flux or Stable Diffusion for running in ComfyUI. So I don't think I would cover that add-on custom nodes as that is something unnecessary to use. And so by doing this very basic, simple text to videos, image to videos, and right here, this is the ComfyUI workflow downloaded from the ComfyUI website officially. So first of all, we need the load checkpoint. As you guys have experience with Stable Diffusion, a lot of AI models running for images have, SDXL, SD 1.5, etc. They have checkpoint models. So put the save tensors in checkpoint model. That is going to be this link. You can click here, redirect you to the Hugging Face, and then download this LTX Videos 2B. That is going to be 9.37 gigabytes file size. Download this, save that into your ComfyUI checkpoint folder. Then you will have this selected option in your drop-down menu, and then go to the load clip. Now you don't need to do like Flux having a dual clip. You need a single clip only. Right here we have the T5FP16, that is the thing that you use, and then the type in here, the second drop-down, we are going to select the LTXV. That means we are using this LTX videos model, not Mochi or SD3 or Stable Diffusion, nothing of that. We are using the LTXV, that is the one, so one clip loader only. We don't need the clip L or the clip G or whatever that is. So next check is the clip text encode, which is very typical, like what we used to do in text to image. Very simple. In ComfyUI, we don't need to explain too much of that. And in this case, sampler is different. We are using the sampler custom where we have the sampler SGMA and latent image to handle. Because this is an AI video model, we have to handle some segments during the sampler processing. So that is the difference between using the K-sampler in ComfyUI, and also between the condition, the text prompt, and the sampler condition, we have to add this LTX conditioning for converting the frame rate and pass through the positive and negative condition data to the sampler for processing, and then the MTLTXV latent videos. This is going to be setting the width and height, and then the length represents how many frame numbers that are going to be generated in the output videos. So in this, here is 97. So you can imagine that if you want to generate like 5 seconds of video, you will need like 121 frames to generate such 5 seconds length and other things. Basically, this is going to be the same as what we used to do in Sampler. So the case sampling select, we are going to select the method of sampling. We don't need to configure this one, so don't touch it. And again, the LTX scheduler is going to pass our empty latent. This is going to pass the empty latent video's latent data to the scheduler, and the scheduler is going to convert some segment data and pass that into the sampler custom segment. And of course, along with the latent image data as well, we will have the generated result in the output latent data for the VAE decode to do final decoding. And then we got the generated output in the final video combined or using the save animate nodes that is going to work as well. And so I would like to use the video combined because there are more options to play around with, and I don't need to save the input or output videos. And you can change that to MP4, which is going to save as an MP4 format, and change the frame rate to 24. Then you are good to go for this one. So first, let's try this one without any modifications. We don't need to do any modifications to see how fast the generation is to make a 5-second video. And usually, you will ask about lots of AI videos that are made by our diffusion transformer architecture that is going to require a lot of GPU VRAM power. And actually, this one does not. This is going to be very lightweight. I guess they are using something like the turbo styles of generations for each image frame. So that's why their processing time, as you can see right now while I'm talking, is already in the VAE decode and it's very fast. But one thing you have to be aware of is that you have to type pretty long text prompts for this AI model to get a good result. Without a very detailed described text prompt, this AI video won't generate a good result. So provide as much information as you can, then this AI model is going to give you pretty good performance, and the resolution is higher than CogVideoX. Okay, so we got the result here. Yeah, the girl's talking. This is the text prompt coming from one of their testing text prompts here, and it looks pretty nice. I have not seen any morphing or deformations of any part of the woman's character. And then let's check out the speed of this. This is the most important part of this AI model. As you can see, I'm running 30 steps in the sampling, and I spend 16 seconds only for this generation of the AI video, and the total time running this, starting from when we first load the AI model to finish and display the output video, is 30 seconds for whole process with loading the model at first time. That is with an NVIDIA 4090, as you can see right here. So let's try another one. For example, I like this mountain view. Let's see if we can create some output like these examples here. So copy and paste in here and we can see the text prompt. And let's run this again. You see the sampler's green bar. I have not fast forwarded this video, it's just running at 1x time. And we got the output result. Look at that. It's pretty nice actually. The generated result, although it's not in high resolution, it is the resolution of this AI model at 768 width and 512 height. That is the standard size of this AI video model. But of course, if you want to upscale these videos, you can do that as well. To make it even better, sharpening all those colorations and, doing extreme upscale. But the result here is able to run something like that using text to video. And there are some more complex prompts in here that you can see, which is some people talking like this one. So 2 women talking or this prison guard unlock. This is pretty complex prompt as well. As you can see, it's very long there. The text prompts used in the LTX video model are going to be significantly longer than what we're used to. So I suggest if you're the type of person that doesn't like to type too long text prompts like me, you use a prompt enhancer or large language models to help generate longer text prompts. Describe more things, be more descriptive for your text prompt. And here you go, we got another result. We're not going to have the same video scenes because we have different seed numbers, of course. But then overall, it is pretty nice. We got 24 frames per second speed, which is looking good, and the motions are smooth and fast enough for normal movies or videos that we can produce. So I would say this AI model can be fine-tuned, or if you have a more detailed enhanced workflow in ComfyUI, you can make it and generate a better quality result. And I have found one thing in here, which is the step numbers. If I put it up to 50, it will generate something better, higher quality, since we are going to use just only 16 or 17 seconds per each generation. So even if I set the step numbers a little bit higher and some longer length, for example, if I put like 200 frames for each generation, and I don't think that really matters for the time, at least for me and my computer system, because, just in the normal settings, I use 17 seconds or 16 seconds. So if I set up like 56 steps and set higher frame numbers, I'm still able to accept that longer time for this generation of the video. So let's check out the video result once it is done. And there you go. We got the same text prompt of the prison guard, this demo text prompt, but then we switched to 50 seconds, 201 frames, which consumed close to 1 minute. That is 55 seconds in this generation. And then let's see the result of this one. So compared with the last one, this is getting, of course, more detailed. Even better, we have a sharper face. It's not going to be some pixelated larger face, where we have more detail present on the background environment. And also, you see the scenes are showing the guy turning to the right side and then going into the prison, where it is going to be more detailed and more realistic styles using this text prompt setting with higher step numbers for the sampling. So I would recommend setting these steps to 50 for the LTEX videos. And of course, you don't have to always set a high video frame length in here because by the standard of this AI model, it's generating 5 seconds. So let it be just 121 frames. That is a normal generation length for these AI models. And let's try one more text prompt, which is going to be another human character-like video scene that we are going to put this prompt in here and click generate and check out this result. This is very good for a local running AI model or a smaller parameter size, 2 billion parameter size models like this. And within 29 seconds. As you can see right here, I'm using 29 seconds because I have set a very high sampling steps in here and it's able to generate a very high quality human-like character. In the talking scenes like this, you see the head shaking. There's one or two moments in here that the bounce of the head is very realistic. And all these elements on the jacket here are very coherent. Haven't seen any deformations on the human character as well. Although the resolution is not high, it's still in 720p resolution, but we can upscale that if we want to. Like really using this scene. So I have also tested the image to video workflow where you are having the very similar structure with the text to video workflow in the nodes connections where you have almost the same things, except we have something different first for loading up our image. And then we have other new nodes from this ComfyUI update, which is the LTX image to video nodes. As you can see, this is coming from, by default, the ComfyUI themselves. It is not external third-party custom node installations. We are going to try some image to video in here as well. But I can assume that this AI model is not going to be performing pretty good in the image to video generations. So first of all, let's try out this landscape view, and for the text prompts here, as you can see, it's already preloaded a text prompt in this workflow, and we can try other stuff other than this one. So I will be using a foreign tool and making some captions from this image, and then using the captions of the Florence 2, we are going to use that for the text prompt in here. But then I want to keep this preset text prompt for the quality rise settings. So therefore, we are going to combine another text prompt here. So I like to use like text combined. Yeah, the CR combined prompts, which you have few text areas in here. So I will be connecting the captions of this one for the Florence 2 running on top of here. We will send the captions to part 1 and then send the combined prompts. We gotta set prompts. All these goodies, text prompt preset for part 2, and then we will switch the text encode nodes for the text to be input parameters, and we will send that text prompt to here. After we combine all this text string and then pass the string to this text prompt as the input, we will generate the result. And then also I would like to set the sampling steps higher, like 50, then that will be generating something better quality in here. So let's check it out. And one more thing, I don't like the animate nodes that come by default from the ComfyUI. So use the video combining here, then set the frame rate to 24 that is paired up for this AI model. Then we can try that again, set it to 5 seconds and try this image and see how that goes. Okay, so we got the result here. For the first result, I gave it pretty easy tasks for this AI model, starting from the easy one, and then we'll go to the difficult ones later on. So the first one looks pretty good. The water from this river is going through in one direction, and it looks like camera shaking from someone holding the camera. And we can see this is working, able to pass all this text prompt data and send it to the sampling to generate our result here. So let's give it a try with another image and see if there's any bad stuff going on or if it cannot handle something in this AI model. Let's go for the last time we had in CogVideoX. We had the robot sitting on a cyber-flying device. We can try this one. Okay, so we got the result from here. We can see the animations of this robot flying object is very nice. Actually, the cloud in the background, I like that it's able to animate the cloud in the background of this video, which when we tried this image in CogVideoX 5B, it was unable to make the cloud move. But of course, in this AI video model, it's also able to animate the objects and then the burning fire behind this missile device, and then it's able to make the robot move a little bit, tilting while it's sitting. It is sitting on this flying object. So this one looks pretty nice. And as we have played around with the AI videos, we see the limitations of that 5 seconds. We want to extend that. So what I did is I used the previous video extend method, the ideas of that, and I put this into the LTX videos workflow. So right here, let's turn on all the groups first to see how that runs. First of all, I put the image to video workflow groups here, and that is very similar to the demo workflow groups that you just saw. But then, of course, I twisted something and changed something in this area. In here, I always like to use the load image or load image from path. Either way in here, so I can have options to click whether I use the load image or whether I turn this off to use load image from path. And then I will use the sampling step, always set to 50. And then I put the text prompt area here where we can focus on this very specific area for the text prompt, and it will pass to the whole generation process in this AI video workflow. Another group is the text to video. Again, very simple basic where you type the text prompt on the top, it will pass that string to this area, start processing the videos as you just saw what I did in the text to video workflow. And then, of course, the juicy thing is the video extend. This is what I like to use to extend another 5 seconds. So what you saw in my previous demo of the person walking in a car park from this white truck, then walking to the door and picking up the key, trying to open the door, I did this using the video extend. Therefore, I generated a 10-second total length in this video scene. So combining that, lastly, we combine those two videos. We got the first one running from the text or from the image to video. You can choose either one in the first choice here. So image video result or text video result. Choose either one that you're using, and then again the video extend will be joined together, stitched back into one single long length video. Just like what other workflows I did, I always use the group bypasser to enable and disable groups that I need to run. So if I'm using the image to video group, then I'll use image to video. And of course, first thing is turn off the video extend, and the final result, we don't need that in the first moment. We generate the videos here first until we see the good result in the video combined output. Then we'll bring that result to video extend. So let's say I got scenes of a woman turning around the head, looks like it's in a haunted house. The candle turned light on and suddenly turn off the light of this room. So I put the text prompt here and let's try to generate something in the image to video group. So again, I turn off the other groups as a feature to turn it off and just only focus on the image to video group at this moment. Okay, so we got the result here. The woman turns around suddenly and then keeps walking into this dark room. We got this result. But of course, it's not pretty good in this turning side of the face, some morphing in the half second, but still acceptable for overall the outlook of the clothing. And then the other objects in the background are not deformed. Oh, I would say this is okay video, not really high quality video. If you don't like these videos or something, you can of course change the seed numbers and run this generation again. Okay, so let's say I have videos that I want to produce for a longer length like this one. I have 5 seconds of video. So what I can do is go to the video extend, turn on those features and then enable the final result as well. Then go to the final result. We will have to choose the first video to stitch together, which is the image to video result. That is correct. And then we got the video extend 1 to stitch the extended length. So combining these two into one video length in the final result. The second thing we have to check is going to be in here. We have to get the video from the image to video result, which is correct. And if you change to the text to video, then you will change the options here. Then the other rest of the features and settings are going to be the same as the one above in the image to video here. Most likely it is the same. So we don't have to change too many settings in here. Actually, the LTX video models are very simple in some custom nodes here, very easy to use. So once again, confirm all things are turning right. And remember to set your seed number to fix in your image to video groups. Because if you set it to random, next time, even if you like this result, you turn on the video extend and it will change your random seed numbers. So beware of that. Make this fixed and also the text to video fixed. The only random seed number is going to be the video extend groups, which is here. So click one more time and we will see how the video extend result looks like. We'll have the full length of combining these two videos together in a 10-second video. Okay, so we got the full generated result in here. So let's check out the videos first. In the video extend, first it is from the last image frames of the image to video group where we have the woman walking near the windows here. And then after that, we saw the woman in the video extend, step back 2 steps and then feel scared, look around like she's shocked and, saw something happen. And then there are some candles generated from the AI video as well. It's not coming from the image frames as initialized we have in the load image. So there are more scenes in here generated by the video itself. It's also able to go with the same styles as my image that I put for the initial image. Because when you see the first one on the top here, you see the blue curtain from my image and it's starting to transform to another angle. Usually, some AI videos that are not trained in a good way will start morphing or start changing colors, where this one looks pretty good, able to do a coherent style. And after I do a video extend from this last image frame of the woman walking near the window, it's able to produce the same style of video. The window curtain, which is the blue color curtain, and then wall, etc., is able to produce the same styles as my image here that I captured from the last image frames of the video. That is pretty good, I would say, for a local AI model that's able to run with your local machines. If your PC is not as low as 8GB VRAM or even lower, those kind of few years ago PCs, maybe you can use this AI model to run in your local machine. But I'm not sure what their minimum requirement is. Maybe they will announce or not announce, I'm not sure. But from their X post that they are showing, which is using an NVIDIA H100, it's just consuming 4 seconds to generate a video. So that is pretty nice. That is what we should have. As you know, using for video generations, we need something to be running fast. It's not only very slow motions every time we consume heavily on our VRAM, but only generate like 1 or 2 seconds. Those are ridiculously high. So, I think this is a good video model. I will keep this in my ComfyUI system, will not toss this one. This is the LTX video, and they have lots of sample demos in here. So I will see you guys in the next video. Have a nice day. See ya.